Welcome back everyone. So we will proceed with the third point of this video, which is expressive interfaces, aesthetic or annoying. A number of features have been developed to make an interface expressive, including emojis, sounds, colors, shapes, icons, animations, videos, photos, and virtual agents. Besides using visual techniques, other ways of conveying expressivity include sonifications, indicating actions and events such as whoosh for a window closing, shloop for a file being dragged, or ding for a new email arriving, and vibro tactile feedback such as distinct smartphone buzzes that represent specific message from friends or family. So there are most commonly used technique to trigger emotion, which is sonification used for actions and events, whoosh for window closing, shlook for a grab, or ding for a new email. And then there's this most common, the window closing for the Windows on our PC, and the fire grab. And the first there's something buzzes or trigger emotions, such as specific message from friends or family. The motivation is often to first emotional connection or people, for instance, warmth or sadness, or to elicit certain kinds of emotional responses in people, such as feeling at ease, comfort, and happiness. Many websites, online shopping sites, and apps have been designed using a combination of these expressive features to effect. Examples include retail sites like Nike and Levi's, which have been creating authentic online shopping sites for many years, using high-quality videos, emotive music, and striking images on their landing page. See Figure 6.6. They are very enjoyable and engaging to watch, especially by the target demographic, eliciting emotions of joy, excitement, as well as capturing the current zeitgeist of fashion, scientific and youth. So here's an example, an image used on the landing page of Levis.com. At the time of writing this chapter, conveying coldness, sustainable materials, a grungy background aesthetics. Sometimes expressive features, however, can turn out to be more annoying than aesthetics. Perhaps most well-known is Microsoft Staircase that was designed to have human-like qualities to play and list. It typically appeared at the bottom of the screen whenever the thought they needed help carrying out particular task. So sometimes these expressive features that we do could be overboard, or it could provide overestimation that could be distracting on the task. So the key is balance. So not all the time, like the cleanliness or attention, or for attention you have clear goals that organize space or environment to achieve a goal. But the issue is that most often you balance the cleanliness or the organization of the environment as well as the goals. Sometimes you spend your entire time being there because of being actually cleaning the organizing the environment. Sometimes you spend your time organizing the environment and not spend uh, making things. So it's a balance of that based on the things that are doing here in this chapter, which is the emotional interaction. At first, it was found to be extremely helpful. However, after popping up a few times, many people started to find it annoying and intrusive. This time, them further. Since then, many algorithms have been developed to help us personalize. There are often personalized avatars, see animators of the new default that have expressions such as face icons and LinkedIn. While they appear friendly and helpful, guiding customers to what they are looking for, they too can be important, especially customers already knows what they want. In some cases, they even appear like pushy sales. So there's motion to the customer by doing this, just annoyance and inclusiveness. So at first, based on research, it was fun, but only at first. After some time, it really triggers different kind of emotions. How can virtual agents be designed to be helpful without being annoying? For one, they should appear in the interface only occasionally. They should also design a pleasant dimmer without having to be like or overly personable. Another question often asked is which gender should they have? Many have been portrayed as female. However, this is seen as gender stereotype. It's an art character of an animal or robot that is gender free may be terrible. The benefits of having aesthetic interfaces in relation to their impact on usability as also in research. So, how do you achieve the balance of being friendly without being annoying? So, first, let's have aesthetic of using interface in relation to their impact on usability as also in research. No one practicing in certain, for example, has been shown how the size of interface can have a passive effect on people's perception of the sensitivity when the look of interface is busy and pleasurable. For example, to beautiful graphics or nice feel or the way that the elements are put together, people are like more compared to with a few more seconds for a website to download. So essentially, can use the interface, for example, OneNote compared to let's say Notepad in Windows. So there's a difference in interface because it's very like one of the in place feature. And then you have an opportunity to save that on the cloud drive. So it's a different kind of interface. And people are willing to wait for that long as long as I have an interface. So it's the emotional range, which for example, I personally feel like emotionally drained if I fiction. So the key to mitigate that is very able to is to have a good UI system that allows you to feel good. Okay. So another thing with these virtual agents is that they should not be human because it just trigger suspicious tendency, and then we should be careful on the gender that they have because, for example, or letter, if you choose like as like language, people or region. The number of error comes from the HTML image. The first in the type error, the service user that they have done something wrong, such as misspelling the URL or requesting a page that no longer exists. The middle refers to a general syntax error, such as spelling mistake. The last one is the specific nature of the error. For the error, it isn't a number. It even suggests that there are 4 or 3 other errors they could be. So here, they designed this line. So seminal research by Byron Reeves and Clifford Nass suggests that the computer coaches the user to say that 4 to 1. They found people are more reading and understanding. And obviously that it's sorry after making a mistake. A number of companies now provide and more numerous ever landing pages that are intended to make light of the inspiration to take blame away from the user. Effective computing. Effective computing was first coined by Rosen P. 1997 referred to how computers can recognize and express emotions in the same way as humans do. This includes taking techniques to evaluate frustration, stress, and moods, by analyze people's expressions and conversations, and design novel wearables for people to communicate their emotional states. Another motivation is to design computers and robots that can respond appropriately to human emotions and know how and when to exhibit empathy. Mention and having affect and emotions. The main is and technologies that so effective computing basically it's referred to how computers can be used to recognize the emotions of people. So the most common emotions are usually prioritized, which is frustrations, analyzing people's expressions and conversations. Design novel variables for people communicators. So we use sensory analysis to check the expressions and conversations on how they determine this. We also use like computer vision and animations to design computers and robots that can respond appropriately to human emotions and moods and to know how and when to exhibit empathy. I see. So another motivation is to design computers that can appropriate human emotions. So basically, this technology turn uh, help us in specific such as healthcare, where the robot or the computer detects our emotion and helps us specific tasks such as patients, measuring and tracking affect and emotions. The main technologies that have this to do this are cameras for measuring facial expressions, biosensors, response measure the body's response, which is used for how much or the sound is activated in their sweat. Affective expression speech, voice, body, information, speech, loudness, rhythm, body movement, and gestures activated by motion capture systems for accelerometer sensors based on voice of the body. So the main techniques here is the basic facial expression. So these are the common tools we use for capturing any information. Biosensors based on figures, for example, the skin response, which is how much or whenever sound is emitted. So we use sensor, but we use sensor right now, like motorcycle, here the sensor which is right now. Active expression in speech, voice, quality, intonation, speech, loudness, and rhythm. So we also use the common expression for voice, quality, intonation, speech, loudness, and rhythm. Body movement, we also use the body movement and gestures as the technology captures the concept, the sensors based on voice, parts of the body. So we are essentially trying to use the most concept is basically the perceptual awareness of the sense of touch so that we can achieve our goal much faster. So we try to this awareness for us to be able to achieve our goals, just detecting something on the previous expressions such as language that's needed and the specific application. Like let's just do a quick brain exercise or yeah, let's say that there's an application that allows you to automatically organize your videos when you're using your computer, right? That allows you to view it as just an example or an example of your process or your schoolwork. So this these are the tools uses. For example, what we need to do research, right? To conduct research. It is actually it is like truly actually work. So you need to set small ones before you create the routine. For example, ibang daan ng software, requires advanced computation and deep learning algorithms. What about some emotional reaction to the text value? However, to analyze how English affective that employs advanced computer vision these digital online content movies on the Shopify and business. So this method applies how the user English online content the movies on the Shopify for business. The content that class like anger, content is just great choice on it. So what's the mix first? You will CDFJS. I don't know. So there's letter S, there's letter B, there's letter F. Maybe just like yes, I'm actually sad CFJ. So sad CFJ. So that sadness in content, distress, content, fear, and joy. These emotions are indicated as percentage of what was it and appear above person's face and we provide the data that determines the type of expression shown in connecting the presence or absence of having smiling, brow raising, brow powering, raising, upper raising, weakness. So these are the things that they use to measure emotions. Eye, so it's a mouth, clear eye, brow, furrowing, raising a cheek, upper lip raising, picking off the nose. So you can, you know, it's in the eye, nose, and area. So, but a lot of it is in the eyes. So first and foremost, the brow and wrinkles. Their nose likes close their face when an ad pops up. This suggests they feel distrust. Or actually start smiling suggests that they are feeling happy. For second, then is ad movie. So like or vice versa is at that point in their emotions. Apiva also analyzes drivers, facial expression, but on their own, without the diversity. Eventually, yes, or perceive the diversity and then suggest intervention. For example, a virtual agent in a park may suggest the driver to take a soothing music to help relax them. So a ritual will take music and background. Well, it's a taking music in the take a friend does to the useless. So since things like the other friends do can be in addition to identifying particular gems of expression, for example, anger and surprise, affecting uses particular matters to the browsers. So there's specific to the browsers. These are eye closure, young and big. So it's a more eye and blink how much you blink. Again, upon the internet, this will does for these expressions. The software that you actually is different by just the driver that they go over where it's safe to do so. So this software are programmed to detect that action, such as getting the agent to suggest to the driver that they will already say to do so. So these are just like software those you know automatic system API or yeah, this software that you use allows you to like automatically program or plan to do something or yes, I should do something this case or that happen. In class, especially in a classic equals team of program. Other indirect methods that are usually the much as something that finger post, speech, and of course our face they use. So another tools are the eyes, finger post, the finger, speech, the market and words are used. And finger post not considered nice, but there's a special these are not people shop money. The level of express users language use and the frequency with which the expressions of social media all they can be there and that's it. So it's a combination of this such as how frequent, which they express themselves, and the language they use, and aspects of their personality, for instance, their expression introvert, their occupancy. It also depends on situational awareness. Yeah. So I think it's a lot of situational awareness because you know people instantly know the extrovert introvert, instantly know the frequency in social media languages, because you know the context. So we try to use combinations such as facial expressions and language because online, but obviously focus on this one aspect of stuff. But also as much as overall, it's like emotions that actually see different examples here. For example, learning this so it's really important to have both direction. So make sure that over the next this actually campus in and find this on their research. Because all this will be useful in its right application. But like learning is essentially learn what's the most useful or the general use of the things concept being used to define some of these understanding of computers. So like the guys also using videos, perspectives, watch rates and asking pages of this all these which provide very automatic and compare data of streamer on the streamers. And that provides visualization of the streamer's heart rate, sync productions, and emotions. These are the data as well enhance players and improve connection between streamer and statements. So this is the research is that the more you measure the emotion, the better you are people. Such as the equation, the better you understand their eyes, and also the how they actually think, the better you are at connecting them. So here is an example of that. So it's not the action measure all the emotions for the clarity, but we have like a good guess emotion. And the awareness of the person emotions is actually also what is usually here because a lot of times when you read the application, what it does is it allows you to have this as a automatic skill, is it automatically in your own emotion you want to get. So yeah, so another that feature. So can reflecting on most. How does this happen? Whereas it's to use spatial software with specific emotion, like it's impossible to say different notes as often be expressed to physiological responses. It's honestly about say they show it and very hide how they are feeling. First, the alternative approach is asking people to write down how they are feeling in point in time, for their mood, and for them to reflect on how they feel about themselves. In the past, one of those options for example, they take for it asks about the time to like read their happiness of the moment and add the description, photos, and videos if they wanted to. So this allows you to track your emotions using the photos, videos, yeah, not it would be better if you provide a catalyst that you which allows you to go because like it has different ways you're using it because you're able to use like explain your emotion. So the key here is that awareness or the time to understand our emotion is actually not the case you know the beginning to understand full emotion, the what we are feeling is the key itself. So since this early people will use life to put on the positive effects of doing something, very positive experience, very negative experience, very long. The act of recording and the enable them to generalize the positive experiences and the positive lessons from them. So it's like using the word to have to pronounce it more. And the act of recording using the has different effect because like you have different effect when you easily access it. This is very easy. Like mentioned about mood knows you know how the what we talk because people reflect more on why you might be feeling gloomy or overly excited. Understanding the in this way will improve well hearing is not good news. Some people can hear by using touching, for other good things. There are many videos which are recommended to boost the ASMR one. Like some things, for example, the video of making sounds associated with preparing not to dish. For example, the sounds you can ask you talking about nice siblings and the rapid and chopping clothes and preserves. It is music release and makes you want to watch and listen to the video again. Each time you do hear something new, on doing the second, I heard the drumming sound of order from a bottle and flying opponents. Do you think doing ASMR in this can improve your mood or feel down? For so in the different, for this is very and it says that for some people, hearing the food using sounds specific because maybe they have like here, second, virtual reality developed, being able to explore in somebody one and point. In 2022, the moment first, a new application that enables people to visualize demos might be their own virtual space using video photos. It might also suggest a book for it or a movie watch. However, some people may not like the idea that an app can do the same. For example, suggesting what visual watch or based on how it analyzes what facial expression. So the cons of this, for some people, they don't want to like the and also some people know that they don't buy this thing because it's expensive and it's easier to make. But for visual people, there's like the customer device that they can enable to people to experiment with. And it's actually really like have money by this. So it's and bigger range. Oh my god, there's a lot I thought we were start to see. So a diversity of techniques have been used as the interface to draw people's attention to certain kinds of information in an attempt to change what they do. I think pop-up ads, web messages, reminder prompts, personalized messages, and recommendations are some of the methods that are deployed on a computer or for. Examples include Amazon's one-click mechanism that makes it easy to buy something on its online store and recommender system that suggests specific books, hotels, restaurants, and so forth that a reader might want to buy based on their previous purchases, choices, and taste. So these actually combine data analysis because we're able to check to see the previous purchases, choices, and taste, and there's of technique used on your interface to draw attention to certain kinds of information to change it, what they do or think. Pop-ups, so pop-ups is the most common. Again, pop-up economics for this. Warning messages, reminders, from warning messages, message reminders. It could be like messages, notification on your app, prompts. It could be in the website to when you're trying to access a troubleshooting app. It will copy. GPT personalized message recommendations. So personalized messages could be sent by prompting ChatGPT or any other to tailor message and recommendations. So it could be email. So these are techniques as in use to people. Technology intervention and all developed to change people's behavior in other means besides commerce, including safety, preventive healthcare, fitness, personal relationships, sustainability, and learning. Here, the emphasis is on changing someone's habits or doing something that will improve an individual's well-being to monitoring their behavior. One of the earliest commercial examples was Nintendo's Pokemon Pikachu device, see figure 6.12, that was designed to motivate children into being more physically active on a consistent basis. So these technologies have been combined to change people's behavior. So it's just a simple app that's been done for a GPS tool that should track between to change for walking habits. So here, actually an example of a video of discussing how persuasive technology is. So let's watch the world's deepest brain, the theory that here's another. So they use this to persuade people to walk the stairs. During one day, 72 kilograms of rubbish was collected in a bin. That's 41 kilogram more than the normal bin, just a small distance away. So it makes people want to throw to that. So that's how this technology affects us. It's actually real, based on real data. So research has shown that designing playful method as part of a technology intervention is effective as they engage people more in enjoyable ways of changing their behavior. Besides the mood tracking apps mentioned earlier, many other apps have developed that intended to help people monitor various behaviors and be able to change them based on the data collected and displayed back to them. So other than that, we use this to monitor behaviors. So it becomes like a data analytics app. This is like fitness trackers, for example, Fitbit and Weight trackers such as Maxis. They are designed to watch people change their behavior, listing dashboards or graphs, showing how much exercise they have done, weight they have lost over a week or with what they have the previous day per month. So we kind of like it like reading, but they're actually not. There's just different ways to explain things. So there's just nuances. So this we have discussed this before. How people interpret apps differently. It allows them to make sense of their tasks. Therefore, it allows them to interact with the device and do their tasks faster. This is the same with this. We're just looking at the emotion. Business are compared through online leaderboards and just how well they have done versus their peers and friends. Other technologies employed to encourage people to exercise more or to move present time, including setting reminders and rewards for good behavior. It's basically persuading people to do different tasks that is good for different people. Extensive research showed that basic images and videos are providing us with feedback on the assumption. When this feedback is important, continuous feedback when the assumption is defined to give higher CSS than non-feedback. The lack of graphical representation also has an effect. If the image is too obvious, specific as a finger by the user, it is perceived as too personal, blunt, or in your face, this people objectively. In contrast, simple images, for example, an infographic or emoticon that are more anonymous but second assumption is to get people's attention, may be more effective. They encourage people to get more on the end use and even how they debate what is represented and how it is represented. So in this point, we're talking about how certain type of images just too explicit or too pointing can be ineffective. So just like in actually people, right? Sometimes you need to do an implicit or not obvious, not explicit words to persuade them. I like the quote in how to impress can influence people like I must be taught as if you taught them not to spirit that principle. Okay, the image is what's up. Another thing is that infographics for a simple image can be more effective than actual ones. For simple infographics like information that provide this information or like provide an enjoyable and useful informative way to be better in our psychology. However, images is not something easy. Other things we have to be with such as in our system for example, with colors like the change in response to the amount of energy used, resulting in people ignoring it. Like we are this something peer pressure can also be peer parents or children try to encourage one another to turn lights or take a shower instead of a so so if it's lazy, then you won't notice it. So you need to get a right balance. So sometimes you need to be implicit, like to balance explicit and implicit to the right task. But a lot of times we tend to like automate things or like generalize things on everything. But there's actually a detail for a specific way of doing things first. For the right task, just this. You need to balance that. It holds about addition to decrease their consumption. But those using less, like you see the average, and then to increase their consumption. This means that it's continue increasing the next video. So as of the average and increase their consumption, but those using less than average and increase their consumption. The study found that this numeric could be counter by providing household with the numerical information about their energy usage. Household using less energy than average could do so. If received as my icon household using more than average, it is the consumption even if they were given a sad icon. So if they were given a icon, decrease their consumption and so numerical information provided by the person and smile icon like the so it motivates you to use less. The obviously so the people the probability they reach they represent average electric usage of the city compared to the city of Brighton's average. The goal was to provide with feedback that all of the homeowners and the general public could see change its communities. Specifically, also getting people within the district to talk to each other about electricity consumption and habits. It also encouraged them to talk with the main passerby who walk up and down the street. That would reduce electricity consumption by 50%, which was considerably more than other projects in the area of being in. So yeah, it's okay. Even though they would talk about this operation, there's good news that they is everything really what is being asked them only to discover a few days later. They are several $1,000 years old. So this technology, how much it's related, can be used in bad things as well, such as in fraud scams, where they use their emotions and stimulate. You can figure out this technology anymore.